The skies over the Middle East are becoming the front line in a battle of unmatched speed and precision. Iran's hypersonic missiles, capable of Mach 15, threaten to outrun even the most advanced defenses, while Russia and China push the limits of aviation technology. But Israel isn't standing still. Behind closed doors, its engineers are crafting a sixth-generation fighter jet, a hypersonic, AI-driven marvel that could change the future of air combat forever. The current landscape. Why Israel needs a new fighter jet. Air superiority has always been a decisive factor in modern warfare. And nowhere is this clearer than in the Arab-Israeli conflict. Israel's Air Force, widely regarded as one of the most formidable in the world, has played a crucial role in maintaining the country's security and military dominance. Over the years, Israeli fighter jets, marked with the iconic Star of David, have flown countless missions, ensuring the nation's survival in a region surrounded by adversaries. But as technology advances and new threats emerge, even Israel's mighty air power faces challenges that demand innovation. From the Six-Day War in 1967 to more recent skirmishes, Israel's ability to control the skies has given it an undeniable edge. The Israeli Air Force, IAF, has not only provided critical support to ground forces, but has also carried out precision strikes against enemy positions, weapons depots, and infrastructure. In recent conflicts, such as the Gaza-Israel clashes, Israeli jets have demonstrated their dominance by neutralizing threats with pinpoint accuracy. Hamas, for instance, lacks significant air defense systems, making it virtually powerless against the overwhelming might of the IAF. But the scenario becomes far more complex when we factor in adversaries like Iran, who possess advanced weaponry and modern air defense systems. Iran, in particular, is emerging as a significant threat. The country has been investing heavily in its military capabilities, including its air defense systems and missile technology. Rumors suggest that Iran has struck a deal with Russia to acquire Su-35 fighter jets, one of the most advanced fourth-generation aircraft in the world. These jets, with their incredible speed, maneuverability, and weapons payload, could pose a serious challenge to Israel's current fleet of F-35s. While the F-35 is known for its stealth and advanced technology, it has limitations in terms of speed and close-range combat maneuverability, which the Su-35 excels at. This potential acquisition by Iran could disrupt the delicate balance of power in the region. And it's not just Iran. Both Russia and China are stepping up their game in the arms race, developing advanced weapon systems that are reshaping global military dynamics. Russia's S-400 and S-500 air defense systems, for instance, are capable of detecting and tracking stealth aircraft like the F-35, diminishing its stealth advantage. Combined with their development of hypersonic missiles and advanced fighter jets, Russia is setting a high bar for air combat capabilities. Similarly, China has been making strides with its fifth-generation J-20 fighter jet, which incorporates cutting-edge technology to rival the F-35. These developments signal a shift in global air power, where Israel must adapt to remain ahead. One of the most concerning advancements in modern weaponry is the rise of hypersonic missiles. These missiles, capable of traveling at speeds exceeding Mach 5, are not only fast, but also highly maneuverable, making them nearly impossible to intercept with traditional defense systems. Iran's Fateh-1 hypersonic missile, for instance, has raised alarms across the globe. With a speed of Mach 15 and the ability to evade even the most sophisticated defense systems, such weapons present a new level of threat. If deployed effectively, these missiles could bypass Israel's famed Iron Dome or Arrow defense systems, leaving critical infrastructure vulnerable. Given this evolving landscape, the need for Israel to develop or acquire a next-generation fighter jet is more urgent than ever. The F-35, while a marvel of modern engineering, may not be enough to maintain air superiority against adversaries equipped with Su-35s, advanced radar systems, or hypersonic weapons. The limitations of current technology call for a new approach, one that combines the speed and maneuverability of aircraft like the Su-35 with the stealth and advanced weaponry of the F-35. This is where a sixth-generation fighter jet could come into play, offering capabilities far beyond anything currently in operation. Why not stick with the F-35? The F-35 Lightning II is, without question, one of the most advanced fighter jets in the world today. It's the backbone of many modern air forces, including Israel's, and has earned its reputation as a fifth-generation powerhouse. With its cutting-edge stealth capabilities, advanced avionics, and ability to carry a wide range of weapons, it's designed to dominate the battlefield in ways older jets could only dream of. But here's the thing. While the F-35 is impressive, it's not without its flaws. And in a rapidly evolving world of military technology, those flaws could become vulnerabilities. The jet is designed to be almost invisible to radar, allowing it to slip into enemy airspace undetected and strike critical targets. This stealth advantage has been a game-changer, giving countries like Israel the upper hand in both offensive and defensive operations. Then, there's the F-35's advanced sensor suite, which allows pilots to track multiple targets and share data with other aircraft or ground forces in real time. It's like having an airborne command center, making it invaluable in modern warfare. And we can't forget about its versatility. The F-35 can carry a variety of weapons, from air-to-air missiles to precision-guided bombs, making it effective in a wide range of missions. Whether it's engaging enemy aircraft, striking ground targets, or gathering intelligence, the F-35 can handle it all. No wonder Israel has leaned heavily on this jet for its defense strategy. But here's where things get tricky. Despite its many strengths, the F-35 has limitations that are becoming harder to ignore, especially as adversaries catch up with their own advanced technologies. Let's talk about speed. The F-35 has a maximum speed of Mach 1.6, which is fast, but not fast enough when compared to rivals like Russia's Su-35. The Su-35 can reach speeds of Mach 2.3 and even sustain supersonic speeds without afterburners. In air combat, that extra speed can make all the difference, whether it's closing in on a target or evading enemy fire. The F-35's relative lack of speed puts it at a disadvantage, particularly in scenarios where quick reactions are critical. Then, there's maneuverability. The F-35 wasn't built for dogfights. It's more of a stealthy first-strike platform. In close combat, it struggles to match the agility of jets like the Su-35, which excels in high maneuverability situations. The Su-35's ability to perform complex aerial maneuvers gives it an edge in tight encounters, making it a formidable opponent in any dogfight. The F-35, despite its technological sophistication, simply can't match that level of performance. Another significant concern is the growing sophistication of enemy radar systems. Russia's S-400 and S-500 air defense systems, for example, are capable of detecting stealth aircraft like the F-35 from greater distances than previously thought possible. This undermines one of the F-35's core advantages, its ability to operate undetected. If a stealth jet can be seen, it becomes just another target, and with advanced missiles guided by these radars, the F-35's survivability in contested airspace comes into question. And let's not forget about the global competition. China's J-20, a fifth-generation fighter jet, is rapidly evolving and poses a direct challenge to the F-35. While it doesn't yet match the F-35's stealth or avionics, the J-20 is a clear sign that China is catching up. Meanwhile, Russia continues to invest in its Su-57, a stealth fighter designed to outclass Western jets in certain aspects of air combat. Add to this the rise of hypersonic weapons, which can travel at speeds exceeding Mach 5 and are nearly impossible to intercept, and the battlefield becomes even more complex. These developments are forcing countries to rethink their air strategies and their reliance on older platforms, even advanced ones like the F-35. So, why not stick with the F-35? The answer lies in the rapidly changing nature of aerial warfare. The F-35 is a marvel of engineering, but it was designed for a specific kind of battlefield, one where stealth and precision strikes were enough to dominate. Today, however, the game has changed. Adversaries are developing faster, more agile jets, radar systems that can neutralize stealth, and weapons that outpace traditional defense mechanisms. To stay ahead, Israel needs to look beyond the F-35 and toward a next-generation fighter jet that can meet these challenges head-on, a next-gen fighter jet. To understand where this new jet is headed, we need to look at its possible inspiration, the SR-72 Darkstar. You might recognize the name from its predecessor, the SR-71 Blackbird, a legendary aircraft known for its speed and altitude capabilities that kept it untouchable for decades. The SR-72, however, takes things to a whole new level with hypersonic speeds, and unmatched stealth technology. Imagine a jet that can reach speeds of Mach 6 or more while remaining nearly invisible to radar. That's the kind of innovation Israel is aiming for with its next-gen fighter jet. The idea of a sixth-generation jet is thrilling, especially when you start unpacking what makes it special. First, there's the speed. Hypersonic capabilities are the big headline here, with these jets potentially reaching speeds around Mach 6 times the speed of sound. At that velocity, it's not just about getting somewhere faster. It's about outpacing and outmaneuvering anything that comes your way. Whether it's dodging missiles or striking a target before the enemy even knows what hit them, speed becomes an unbeatable advantage. Think about it. A jet flying at Mach 6 could cross an entire country in minutes, making response times for adversaries almost non-existent. But speed alone doesn't win wars. Stealth is another critical piece of the puzzle, and sixth-gen jets are set to be stealthier than anything we've ever seen. Today's radar systems, like Russia's S-400 and S-500, are already starting to detect fifth-generation jets, like the F-35. That's why engineers are working on advanced stealth technologies that go beyond just reducing radar cross-section. These new jets will likely have designs that scatter radar signals more effectively, along with materials that absorb radar waves. The goal is to create an aircraft that can slip through even the most advanced defenses undetected. Now, let's talk engines, because this is where things get really exciting. Sixth-generation jets are expected to use hybrid engines, which combine traditional jet propulsion with scramjet technology. Scramjets are built for hypersonic speeds, compressing air at supersonic flow to generate incredible thrust. What's cool about a hybrid engine is that it can switch between modes depending on the situation. At low speeds, it operates like a regular jet engine, conserving fuel and optimizing performance. Once the jet reaches supersonic or hypersonic speeds, the scramjet kicks in, unleashing its full power. This dual capability means the jet isn't just fast. It's adaptable, capable of performing across a wide range of scenarios. And here's where things get futuristic: artificial intelligence. Sixth-generation jets might not even need pilots, or at least not all the time. The idea of AI-assisted or fully autonomous fighter jets is no longer science fiction. Imagine a jet that can analyze data in real time, make split-second decisions, and even execute missions without human intervention. This isn't about replacing pilots, but enhancing their capabilities. With AI handling complex calculations and maneuvers, pilots can focus on strategy and decision-making. Alternatively, in high-risk missions, the jet could operate entirely unmanned, reducing the risk to human life. The potential applications are endless. Imagine a fleet of these jets working together, sharing data instantaneously to coordinate strikes, evade threats, and dominate the skies. They could carry hypersonic missiles designed to strike targets with unparalleled precision, or act as reconnaissance platforms, gathering intelligence at speeds no enemy could counter. For Israel, this new jet isn't just about staying competitive. It's about staying ahead. In a region where threats evolve rapidly, having a technological edge isn't optional, it's essential. While details about the jet are still under wraps, the vision is clear: a fighter that combines speed, stealth, adaptability, and intelligence into one formidable package. Tech specs and features. What to expect? Imagine a jet so fast, so stealthy, and so smart that it leaves its competition in the dust. The kind of machine that doesn't just fight battles, but redefines the way wars are won. Here's what makes this future fighter jet so exciting. First off, speed. We're not just talking fast, we're talking hypersonic. Hypersonic means speeds above Mach 5, and this jet could hit Mach 6 or even more. To put that in perspective, Mach 6 is 6 times the speed of sound, or about 7,400 km/h, 4,600 mph. At that speed, it's not just about getting somewhere faster. It's about outmaneuvering anything and everything. Missiles? They'd have a tough time catching up. Enemies? They wouldn't even see it coming. Speed gives you the upper hand in both attack and defense. And in modern combat, that split-second advantage can mean the difference between victory and defeat. But speed alone isn't enough. Agility is just as important. At hypersonic speeds, the ability to change direction quickly and perform sharp maneuvers becomes crucial, especially in dodging missiles or engaging in dogfights. This next-gen jet is being designed with advanced aerodynamics and control systems to ensure it it's not just a straight-line sprinter, but a master of the skies. Combining speed with agility makes it a nightmare for any adversary to deal with. Now, let's dive into stealth, which is basically the art of becoming invisible to enemy radar. The design of this new jet is likely inspired by legendary aircraft like the SR-71 Blackbird and the SR-72 Darkstar. These planes were built to minimize radar detection by using sleek angular shapes and special materials that absorb radar waves. For the 6th-gen jet, the engineers are taking it even further. It's expected to have an even smaller radar cross-section, making it nearly undetectable to even the most advanced radar systems, like Russia's S-500. Think of it like a ghost in the sky. By the time the enemy realizes it's there, it's already too late. Weaponry is another area where this jet will shine. It's not just about carrying more weapons, it's about carrying smarter ones. The next-gen jet will likely be equipped with lightweight, ultra-precise missiles that are designed for rapid strikes. These weapons won't just hit targets, they'll obliterate them with pinpoint accuracy. And because the jet will operate at hypersonic speeds, the missiles won't need to waste time accelerating. They'll already be traveling faster than most current systems can handle. Whether it's air-to-air combat or ground strikes, this jet will be armed to dominate every scenario. One of the most fascinating features of this jet is its engine. It's expected to use a hybrid propulsion system that combines the best of two worlds. At lower speeds, a traditional turbojet engine will power the aircraft, ensuring fuel efficiency and stable performance. Once it reaches supersonic speeds, the engine will switch to scramjet mode, unlocking its hypersonic potential. Scramjets compress air at supersonic speeds, allowing for incredible thrust without the need for heavy, complex machinery. This hybrid system ensures the jet can perform optimally at every stage of flight, from takeoff to hypersonic cruising. And now, for the part that feels like it's straight out of a sci-fi movie, unmanned potential. This jet could very well be designed to operate without a pilot. Imagine a fighter jet controlled by AI, capable of analyzing threats, making split-second decisions, and executing missions with precision, all without putting a human life at risk. Alternatively, the jet could be partially autonomous, assisting a pilot by handling complex tasks like evasive maneuvers or targeting. This kind of AI-driven capability could revolutionize air combat, allowing for faster and more efficient operations. Plus, in high-risk scenarios, the jet could operate completely unmanned, making it an invaluable tool for dangerous missions. What's even cooler is the idea of these jets working together as a team. Imagine a swarm of autonomous aircraft communicating in real time, coordinating attacks, and sharing intelligence. It's like having an entire air force that operates with the speed and precision of a single, cohesive unit. This kind of technology isn't just futuristic, it's game-changing. The geopolitical stakes, why timing matters. When it comes to military technology, timing is everything. And for Israel, the stakes couldn't be higher. The country sits in one of the most volatile regions in the world, surrounded by adversaries with growing technological capabilities. Staying ahead isn't just about maintaining superiority, it's about survival. As new threats emerge, Israel's ability to counter them with cutting-edge aviation technology has never been more critical. In June 2023, Iran unveiled the Fatah-1 hypersonic missile, a weapon capable of reaching speeds of Mach 15. This missile isn't just fast, it's also highly maneuverable, making it nearly impossible to intercept with traditional defense systems. Iran followed it up with the Fatah-2, which boasts even more advanced capabilities, including a longer range and improved stealth. These missiles can bypass sophisticated systems like Israel's Iron Dome or Arrow missile defense. For Israel, which relies heavily on its multi-layered defense shields to protect against incoming threats, the emergence of hypersonic weapons is a game-changer, and not in a good way. But hypersonic missiles aren't the only concern. Iran's nuclear ambitions add another layer of complexity. While international scrutiny and sanctions have slowed down its progress, traces of enriched uranium have raised alarms. If Iran were to achieve nuclear weapon capability, the combination of hypersonic delivery systems and nuclear warheads would be a direct and existential threat to Israel. This isn't just theoretical. The tensions between Israel and Iran are already high, with frequent clashes in the form of cyber attacks, drone strikes, and military confrontations. The development of a next-generation fighter jet could be Israel's best bet to counter this growing growing threat, giving it the ability to strike preemptively and neutralize critical targets deep within enemy territory. Iran isn't the only player Israel has to worry about. The global balance of power is shifting, with Russia and China heavily investing in their aviation and military technologies. Russia's Su-57 stealth fighter jet and China's J-20 are prime examples of how these nations are closing the gap with Western technology. While these jets may not yet match the capabilities of the F-35, their continuous development signals a shift in the global arms race. Both Russia and China are also working on hypersonic missiles and advanced radar systems, which could challenge the air dominance of Western and Allied forces. The involvement of Russia and China in the Middle East further complicates things. Russia's influence in Syria and its alliance with Iran create a regional dynamic that directly impacts Israel. If Iran acquires Russian Su-35 fighter jets, as rumors suggest, the balance of power in the region could tilt dramatically. The Su-35 is faster and more maneuverable than the F-35, and while it doesn't have stealth capabilities, its advanced avionics and long-range missiles make it a formidable opponent. Meanwhile, China's growing ties with Iran, including potential technology transfers, add another layer of uncertainty. For Israel, staying ahead in the aviation race is not just about keeping up with adversaries. It's about maintaining its edge in an increasingly competitive environment. The F-35, while a remarkable aircraft, is starting to show its age in the face of these new challenges. Its reliance on stealth technology, for instance, is becoming less of an advantage as countries like Russia develop radar systems capable of detecting stealth aircraft. The S-400 and S-500 air defense systems, for example, are designed to counter advanced aircraft like the F-35. If these systems are deployed in the region, Israel's ability to operate its current fleet could be significantly compromised. This is why timing matters so much. Developing a sixth-generation fighter jet isn't just a technological endeavor, it's a strategic necessity. Israel has always relied on its close relationship with the United States for access to advanced military technology, but it has also shown a knack for modifying and enhancing those systems to meet its unique needs. The F-35I Adir, Israel's customized version of the F-35, is a perfect example. However, relying solely on U.S.-developed jets may not be enough in the long run. To counter threats from Iran, Russia, and China, Israel needs a fighter jet that can outpace hypersonic missiles, evade advanced radar systems, and dominate the skies in a way that no current aircraft can. Challenges in development. Developing a next-generation fighter jet is no easy feat, and Israel faces significant hurdles in bringing such a project to life. Sure, the vision of a hypersonic, AI-powered stealth aircraft sounds incredible, but turning that vision into reality comes with its own set of challenges: technical, financial, and political. First and foremost, the cost of building a sixth-generation fighter jet is astronomical. We're talking billions of dollars in research, development, testing, and production. Hypersonic engines, which are at the heart of this new jet's capabilities, are some of the most complex and expensive technologies to develop. These engines need to operate efficiently at both subsonic and hypersonic speeds, which means engineers have to combine the best features of traditional jet propulsion with cutting-edge scramjet technology. The materials required to withstand the intense heat and pressure of hypersonic flight aren't just costly. They're incredibly difficult to work with. Every component needs to be meticulously designed and tested, adding to the already massive price tag. Then, there's the challenge of integrating artificial intelligence into the jet. AI isn't just about making the jet smarter. It's about making it reliable and safe in the chaos of combat. An AI system capable of controlling a fighter jet needs to process massive amounts of data in real time, make split-second decisions, and adapt to rapidly changing scenarios. It's a level of complexity that's never been achieved in aviation before. Even if the technology exists, the question remains, can it be trusted in a high-stakes environment where lives and missions are on the line? Israel's next-generation jet will also face stiff competition on the global stage. The U.S. is already developing its own sixth-generation fighter through the Next Generation Air Dominance (NGAD) program, a highly ambitious project that's drawing on the expertise of aerospace giants like Lockheed Martin and Boeing. Europe, too, is stepping up with its Future Combat Air System (FCAS) project, a collaboration between France, Germany, and Spain to create a next-gen fighter by the 2040s. These programs not only set the bar high, but also soak up a lot of the global aerospace industry's talent and resources. Israel will need to find ways to carve out its niche in this competitive landscape while ensuring its jet doesn't fall behind in terms of capabilities. Political and strategic considerations add another layer of complexity. Historically, Israel has relied heavily on the U.S. for advanced military technology, including its fleet of F-35s. The question now is whether the U.S. will fully back Israel's development of an independent next-gen fighter jet. On one hand, the U.S. values Israel as a key ally in the Middle East. On the other, supporting Israel's project could potentially compete with or undermine the NGAD program. Securing the necessary funding, technology partnerships, and political support will require Israel to navigate a delicate balance between maintaining its independence and preserving its strategic alliances. What this means for the future. If Israel's next-generation fighter jet becomes a reality, it could redefine air combat, not just for Israel, but for its allies as well. This isn't just another aircraft, it's a bold step into the future of warfare. With hypersonic speeds, advanced stealth capabilities, and AI integration, this jet has the potential to change the way nations think about air superiority. One of the most exciting aspects of this jet is its ability to counter hypersonic threats. Hypersonic missiles, like Iran's Fateh 1 and Fateh 2, are a growing concern for nations around the world. These weapons are fast, maneuverable, and nearly impossible to intercept with existing defense systems. A hypersonic fighter jet could level the playing field, allowing Israel to intercept these missiles before they reach their targets. Imagine a jet so fast and agile that it can chase down hypersonic threats and neutralize them in midair. It's a game changer in every sense of the word. But the potential doesn't stop there. This jet could dominate the skies in a way no other aircraft has before. Its advanced stealth technology would allow it to operate deep in enemy territory without being detected. Its AI capabilities could enable it to make decisions faster and more accurately than a human pilot ever could. Whether it's engaging in dogfights, conducting reconnaissance, or delivering precision strikes, this jet would give Israel an unparalleled edge in any conflict. For Israel's allies, the development of this jet could serve as a blueprint for their own advancements. Nations like the U.S., which are already working on 6th-gen fighters, could collaborate with Israel to share technologies and strategies. Smaller nations could benefit from Israel's innovations, potentially purchasing export versions of the jet to bolster their own air forces. The ripple effect of this project could reshape military aviation on a global scale. Of course, there's also the broader question of what this jet means for the future of air combat. Are we entering an era where air superiority is determined by who has the fastest and smartest aircraft? Or are we moving toward a world where no single nation can maintain dominance? As radar systems, missiles, and drones continue to evolve, even the most advanced fighter jet may find itself vulnerable to new kinds of threats. The next generation of air combat might not just be about speed and stealth. It could involve entirely new paradigms of warfare that we can't even imagine yet. So, what are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comments below.